Today I am going to be going over my May goals to see how I did, and I'm going to be setting up my goals for the month of June, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this video, and as always, don't forget to hit that like button. All right guys, so here are my goals for the month of May. So, yeah, I'm just getting right into it because I'm already filming this video on the 2nd, so I'm behind and there's like some eagerness to me to hurry up and get this done. Mainly because I'm not as excited about it. I know that my month of June is super busy, so I'm feeling a little defeated, but hopefully I can turn that around as I started putting goals to paper. We'll see. But let's go ahead and look at my May goals, not my main goals, my May goals really quick and see how I did. So daily time tracking, did not do it at all. Did I do it at all? Nope. 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 Okay. Focus on establishing a productive PM routine. I kind of worked on like getting back on track with my PM routine, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily productive. So I'm going to give that like just a slash. So it's not a check, it's not an X, it's like a half. Do something for my birthday? Yes. We'll talk about that in a minute when I get down to the next one. Weekend outings? Nope. I was like a little bit more productive on the weekends sometimes, which kind of meant my outings were like a no-go. Reach out to friends. Yes, I did that. Outing with parents. That's my fun for my birthday. I finally went to the zoo with my parents. I have been talking about that for a while. Finally did that. It was so much fun. They had a blast. I had a blast. And hey, maybe it's like a new birthday tradition. So we'll see. Or like maybe not birthday, but maybe around the birthday tradition. Because it was a lot of fun. It was a weekday. It wasn't busy at all. So much fun. I did go on at least 2 outings with friends. They were just dinners, but they were like with friends I had not actually seen. One of the friends in like a year, and the other one probably 7 or 8 months. I mean, that's insane because these are like 2 of my closest friends. And yeah, it's just a reminder of how you really needs to make it a point to do these things because you forget. And then that forgetfulness now turns into haven't seen someone in like 6 or 8 months. Out of the house 2 times a week. Yes, I have been. Social events. No. Low spending on crafts. Nope. Mojo Jojo had a birthday sale and I blew that $40 out of the water during that birthday sale. I think it was like 31% off. I mean, I cannot turn down a 31% off, especially one of their functional stickers. Then I signed up for the Notique subscription. I got some really good deals from Michael's on some Tombos. I mean, yeah. And then was it? Yeah, I was on the 31st. I also bought some, I don't really want to say craft stuff, but I bought craft storage stuff from Temu. So, I mean, yeah, it's just been horrible. Daily spending tracking, I have been doing that. That's how I know how much I spent. Flower bed maintenance, I'm going to do this because I haven't really done that, but I've done some yard work this month. Well, no, we'll say no because that was yesterday, which was the 1st. Spring cleaning, nope. Schedule AC tune-up. I checked that off because I'm not doing that. My dad's gonna like check it out for me. Yeah. Get back on track with Duolingo, nope. It's not even getting back on track. I haven't even opened the app since before my March vacation. Evaluate and coordinate a girl with plans, goals, and tasks. I have not done that yet, and I need to do that. I set up everything. I did a plan with me that went out last week for my like dashboard for the planner that I use for my social media, but I haven't actually set up the goals yet. So that will probably go on to this month. I did read almost daily. I did film that video. That one will probably go out next week. My reading journal, I read for like 27 days. That is kind of like when I'm high stress, I'm finding that reading is kind of that de-stress for me because like watching TV while it would kind of do that, I find myself scrolling on my phone and things like that, which sometimes you don't realize that the things that you're seeing could cause some levels of stress. So like, I feel like reading is the one thing that I can do that totally cuts me off from everything else. And that is one of the reasons why I have really been getting into my reading. Journal regularly. Yes, I can say that. I did a setup of my brand new I don't want to call it a daily journal because I started it on my birthday, which was the 21st. I have not been doing it daily, but I have been doing it regularly. So yay. I knew daily was going to be tough. Just because in my brain, I'm still like, oh, there's really nothing to write about today. So I've like thought about it some days and then hadn't done it. But I need to realize that like, it isn't just about writing about my day. I need to get back into writing about my feelings and my thoughts. And I had done that a couple of times, but yeah, regularly. Yes. And I have not started meditating. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out because I have a feeling we're going to be repeating some of these. Again, I don't use my monthly calendar. I just kind of keep that in here so I know when it's May. So I will be reusing these probably at some point. Oh, this is an old one anyway. Yeah. So I just use those as dividers. I probably need to cover this up so I don't get confused. All right. Maybe I'll do my weekly action steps too. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to have to do them, but whether or not I do them on camera is another thing. All right. So for some reason, when I did my goals, I printed them out what I thought was big, but they're super small and that bugs me. So I've gotten some stickers. I'm going to put some stickers on here really quick and make it cute because I want to. But this is not a decorate with me. This is an actual goal setting video. So I'm going to speed through this part, but I need to make it cute. These are from Martina's Sticker Company. Right now, I think she has her shop is not open because she's still working on her new release. But I am, and I'm on her PR team. So I do have a 15% discount code. So definitely remember that code and check back to her shop because she does printables and tangibles. So yay. All right, let's, oh, and in addition to this, I'm going to go ahead and put these stickers on too. These I made on Canva. Yay for Canva. I always recommend. Canva has a free, like you can use it for free. Of course, there are a lot more perks. I'm not going to do my physical health on here because I already have done that. I set those goals up for the month. But Canva, the free option is great. The only problem with the free versus the paid version is there are some things that are locked for the free and you cannot do transparent backgrounds on the free, which means you really can't set it up for printing with the Cricut. Just want to throw that out there, but that's how I made all of these. I just found images and then put text over top of the image with my little category. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this and put this on here. All right, guys, so all of my decorating is now complete. I even put my little headers on for my weekly, which I also did in Canva. That's just text with a border around it. All right, so look how cute that turned out. Super fun, super cute. Everything's hidden. All the text behind the things that I was covering up is now all gone with stars and stuff like that. All right, so let's get a move on. So I am going to, like I said, be basically just using some of these to go over here. Let's use my darker pen. So I'm going to do daily time tracking, has to stay on here. Now, daily time tracking is going to be a little bit different for me because I am going into the office a lot more frequently, especially this month. So time tracking is going to be looking a little bit different. So I will primarily be time tracking before work and after work and not really as in-depth as I was when I work from home. And then I had focus on establishing a productive PM routine. I think I just need to now focus on establishing a productive evening routine. I think that's more realistic. Because I kind of did a productive PM routine because I was reading. I was still doing all of my skincare and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what I meant. Maybe I need to look back at the video to see what I meant. But I really have been falling off with the evening routine. And that is because the days I did go into the office, I came home and I just like sat on the couch. And once I sat on the couch, it was over. It was done. Didn't do anything else. Didn't work out. Didn't really cook a balanced meal. you know, I cooked whatever I could pop in the microwave or air fryer, or ate snacks, you know, whatever. And like I kind of like scrolled on my phone, watched TV, and really didn't do anything else. And I know, like, you know, we all deserve rest time and things like that. But with that said, I think if I wouldn't have immediately come home and sat on the couch, I would have just been more productive, because yes, I felt exhausted, but I didn't feel exhausted until after I sat down and like started not doing anything, which that's not correct, and didn't do anything. That's when I felt tired. So I feel like if I come home from work, maybe change into my workout clothes, do a workout, I think that would be enough to kind of prevent me from just lounging out on the couch and not doing anything and getting tired and completely ruining the rest of my evening. So I think that's how I'm going to start. So like I'll work out, then maybe I'll do dinner, and then like after dinner, that's when I will kind of do some of my planning / weekly resets. And with that said, that has to go here. So weekly resets is part of planning, but it's kind of like what I'm doing with my goals. I need to do that in all areas of my life. Look at how the past week went, look at things I need to carry over, look at things I need to do, and kind of like incorporate that into my everyday planning, as well as kind of weekly reflections in all areas of my life, and not just these specific goals type of thing. So I think that's what I really, really need to focus on. So fun and adventure. We are going to put back on here weekend outing, because it is the summertime, and y'all, the weather has been so good. So good. It's been, and now this weekend I did yard work. So that was like a necessity. So that kept me from doing anything fun, but I really need to take advantage of this unusually nice weather, because usually in May and June it like is summertime weather. I mean, at least for the past few years, that's how it's been. Like we really skipped right over spring and went right to summer. But this year it's been really nice weather, no humidity or low humidity. So I really do need to do a weekend outing. And I think I'm gonna just leave it at that. Oh no, I do want to start doing something else. I need to start brainstorming a 2025 trip. So hopefully that'll turn into planning a 2025 trip, but I need to like start kind of looking at various places. I know my trip would probably need to be like April-ish, March or April-ish. So like with that in mind, need to kind of pick destinations, kind of put bugs in people's ears to figure out whether I will be doing a solo trip or a trip with a friend. So like all of that needs to come into play, because it is June and a lot of trips are best planned or best booked a year in advance. So that really needs to start happening. Although my trips this year were all booked and pretty much very beginning of winter. And I took them in the spring. So, but I'm one that likes to plan. So I really didn't get to plan that much for that, just because I was so limited. I don't know why I put 3 here. So I'm going to reach out to friends. These are going to stay the same. So I'm going to just keep the same. Okay. That's why I kind of went through those. So it's just reaching out to friends, scheduling outings with some of my friends, and then an outing with a parent. That's my parents. That's pretty much what it is. For social, I'm just going to do one here, because a whole weekend outing may be social. So I'm just going to do one, and that is, we're going to have to break this up. We're going to say out of the house 1 time a week when working in office, because I'm technically getting out of the house and mingling with coworkers those like 3 to 5 days that I'm in the office, but I still need to make sure I'm getting out 1 day during the weekend at least. So that would probably be weekend, and then out of house 2 times a week when, unfortunately, I think that might be kind of hard, because I think I'm going to be working more of a hybrid schedule this month. There are going to be days where like I'm not even at my office currently. Like I'm working on a project at an alternate location. So it's been kind of difficult. Okay, so financial. So I'm going to put daily spend tracking. I'm going to say less than $30. I think I should be able to do that. There's really nothing that I need. And I'm thinking that a lot of shops will be holding off sales until July. So that might help me out. And then I need to, I don't really want to say budget, but I need to pre-plan for second half of 2024. So I just need to look at, when I say that, this is something I've never actually talked about much on my channel. I don't really know that I've done this a lot, but I need to look ahead. It's going to be hard for the second half of the year, but what I would like to do at least like the first half of the year and then again at the second half of the year is kind of looking ahead and seeing if there are any big purchases I may need to make this year. Like, are there any big purchases that I think I'm going to need to make July through December for myself? And then I'm also going to have to start thinking about like holiday spending and things like that. So it's almost like, y'all, I don't use this word on my channel very often, but it's almost like budgeting is kind of what it is. And you know, I'm not a budgeter. I'm just more of a tracker, but that's kind of what it's going to be. All right. For the home, I think I'm going to just repeat flower bed maintenance. We'll say yard maintenance. This will probably be a consistent goal through September, I think maybe. Because, you know, have to mow the lawns and stuff like that. And then I guess we'll do... I guess I still need to get on spring cleaning. I need to clean my windows some kind of bad. So that's pretty much what it needs to be. So we'll say windows needs to be the priority. It's other things too, but that needs to be the priority. And then because my whole work schedule has been like now becoming like this week is pretty much working in the like working out of the home, outside the home. My like last week when I worked outside the home, it did. I got lazy and I didn't even do my daily cleaning. So again, that just pushes it off to certain days. And then one whole free day is now taken up with cleaning. And I don't want that to happen. So I need to get back into my daily cleaning routine. And my daily cleaning routine, y'all, is like less than 30 minutes. I mean, I didn't even run the Roomba this week during the week when that just requires like just blocking off certain areas so it can't get into certain areas and then press and go or start. Yeah. It was a bad week as far as like goals go. It was fine other than that. It just was kind of bad as far as goals go. Okay, work and learning. I don't think I'm going to put Duolingo on here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do Duolingo. Maybe I'll look back at that and do that come July. But I really need to get back on track with my social media planning and goals. So I'm going to just say, I have been very bad about pre-planning stuff, and that has like really impacted like what I post. And I don't need to post every day, but I've just been really bad about pre-planning stuff. And this is something I enjoy. It is a hobby, so it's really not necessarily a priority, but I really want to get back into my whole planning. For example, last week I did not even set up my weekly. Ugh. So yeah, I did okay with like posting on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, but I still didn't even set up my daily for my social media planner. And then work and learning. I guess what I need to do, it's such a busy work month with my 9 to 5. I need to I'm going to put work-life balance, which time-wise it's fine, but I just need to learn how to not just crash on the couch after a day at work. I mean, I don't do manual labor, so my body doesn't need a rest. Okay. All right. So for mental wellness, I'm going to say keep on reading. I don't need to set this as like a real like tangible goal because it's going so well. I have books that like I'm going to have to read this month. I'm actually going to have an advanced reader copy of a series that I'm absolutely love. So I know I'm going to have to read that book, but there's just other books that are coming out this month. So I know last month I read 6 total or finished 6 books because one of them was an audiobook. So this month I like to do 6+ books. Let's do that. Okay. We're going to keep journal regularly. And then here, I need to schedule a massage. So I'm kind of bad and I keep talking myself out of it because I'm like, oh, well, I'll go to the chiropractor. But no, that is completely different than a massage. And that's more physical, but I don't care. I'm putting it here because it's what I need to do. So with that said, I'm going to quickly go ahead and where's my other one? And I'm going to set up my weekly focus for this week. It's the week of June the 3rd. Okay, so for personal growth, so it's a goal planner check-in daily. That comes with the daily time tracking. So that's what I'm going to put in there because if I'm checking into my planner, then I'm checking in with my goals, but hopefully that also means I'm time tracking. I didn't just want to limit it to that. And that also will hopefully be, I'll just say planner check-ins. So that's the other planners. It's mainly my catch-all planner, which because I am now not in the office, I mean, I'm not working from home all the time. I don't take the current one I'm using with me. I don't need to for the project that I'm currently working on anyway, but I'm just not checking in with it because my days are different now. And like planning has kind of gone by the wayside because it's like, I'm one of those people that when things happen and my routine shifts, I don't know how to adapt right away. And I think I'm an adaptable person, but I'm finding out maybe I've become less adaptable. And I think some of that is because I was like 100% teleworking for so long. And like there were certain times of the year we would go in every so often, but then you just kind of get into a new routine again. Like for the spring, I was pretty much teleworking. And now when that changes a little bit, it's like, oh, now I got to develop a new routine. And it shouldn't really impact my routine that much, because my availability has not changed that much as far as, I mean, maybe I'll get home 30 minutes later. So I can start my evening routine 30 minutes later than if I was teleworking. I wasn't productive in the mornings anyway. So it really hasn't impacted my mornings. Let's be honest. It wasn't like I was doing my morning walks yet. So it hasn't really impacted that yet. So we'll see. I mean, I'm going to be going back to more of a telework primary schedule, probably starting in July, but it'll be like probably a day here or there in the office. All right. Oh, our PM routine. That was supposed to be evening routine. Because when I say PM, I mean bedtime. So, because it technically is a PM, but I want it to be evening. So that's what we're going to say. And then first of all, I need to productive turn during the evenings. And I'm going to put examples here for myself. Workouts. Cook dinner. Plan. Film. Okay, so that's what I mean by productive during the evenings. I had to actually spell that out. Yes, I did, because sometimes my brain will be like, oh, I don't know what that meant. So I'll just take that and I'll do like the like simplest thing possible. to kind of just check it off, and I need to be more productive. All right, a weekend outing. It's supposed to be really, really nice next weekend, so I do want to do something outdoors next weekend. And then I need to research travel destinations. That will start with that. So you can see how I'm trying to break some of these down a little bit further. That's why I'm kind of walking through with this. All right. So for this one, I need to email, text. It's really text. 2 friends. And this is just to say hi. And then I need to schedule dinner. And we're going to say a parent outing. I can do something with them. It doesn't even have to be, I mean, I could do an outdoor activity and a parent outing. Who knows? And then for social, this is a week that I am going to be working heavily. So we're going to say out of house one time. And again, that's not appointments, not doing groceries, not doing like essentials, not going to work. It's like extracurricular. It's extracurricular activities. That's what that means. All right. We are just moving right along. I'm keeping things simple because, like I said, I just know it's a heavy work week for me, to the point where I might have to even do some stuff when I get home. All right, so this one, daily spend tracking, is going to be, I'll just say financial planner daily. Or no, we'll do check-in. I'm not going to say daily because it says daily spend tracking, but I can technically go back at the end of the week and fill everything in. So even though I say daily spend tracking, it's really just spend tracking. I don't need to do it every day. I don't track my spending by day. I track my spending by category. Because there are, I mean, I could spend like $200 in one day on Amazon, but I might not spend anything else for like the next 14 or even the rest of the month. So that's why I don't do spend tracking per day. I'm looking at the overall categories. But I want to make sure I'm at least kind of doing that so it's not so overwhelming, doing it at least once or twice a week. I think that's going to be it. I don't think I'm going to do any pre-planning this week because everything is just so busy. So I think that's all I have to do. Let me just think if there's anything that's not goal related that's just to do as far as budget goes. Oh, I do want to, what I would like to do is change my direct deposits, where it's going directly into a savings account. So it's what I really need to do, because right now I'm just having to remember to manually do that, and the reason why I like to do that is because you get more money, you get interest and savings versus having it sitting in your checking account. All right, so this week I know I'm going to have to flower beds. Really, one needs to be done. It doesn't have any flowers in it. It has mulch in it, but the weeds have gotten crazy. I've sprayed weed killer on it, so now I just need to go outside and weed. So I need to flower beds, and I need to cut grass. That's not a goal. That's like a to-do, but I still don't have to do that. And we're just going to clean the windows. We're going to have to knock that out like in the first week. And then daily cleaning, because it says daily cleaning routine. So then we're going to do daily cleaning, which means I'm going to have to start pre-planning. I'm going to have to start really focusing on my catch-all planner again. Mental wellness. So I swapped these for some reason. So we're just going to say finish one book. I should be able to finish 2 because I'm halfway through one. I started one in May that I'm listening to. We'll say plus 1 audio. We'll do that because I'll be working. I can listen to audio there too. Journal 4 times. Again, I'm trying to like set some of these. I am trying to set tangible goals that I can check off, because like this is just journal regularly, but I really do need to set goals. And I'm going into the office. There should be stuff to talk about. And I need to schedule my massage. I need to go ahead and do that now. I know what my month looks like, I think. So I should be able to do that. And maybe I can, if I do it early enough, I might be able to schedule it for a weekend. It's just, they're so expensive. But I need to start like investing in me. All right. Maybe that's what I need to do too. It's not on here, but maybe I just said that. Maybe I need to, set up a self-care budget. And the reason, again, I don't budget, but I feel like maybe if I set up a budget and I'm like, okay, this is the funds that I have in there, I'll stop saying I don't want to pay $80 for a massage. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually thinking about doing like an annual membership so I can get the member rates at like Hand and Stone Massage. Because I think it's like $80 versus like $120. And $80 sounds so expensive because then you got to pay. So it's like, it's close to $100 after you think of tips. But I don't eat out very often. I don't do things like that. Like my money really goes to travel and crafts. So I think $100 a month on a massage is not going to break me. So I think I need to get out of that mental mindset if that's too much money, because it's not. I mean, when I go out to dinner, I could spend $30 on one meal. So, and that's one meal. So yeah, I'm just verbally saying that because that's like what I struggle with when it comes to like some self-care activities. Like I do my own nails. You can probably see like these are like the little nail sticker things, because I don't want to spend the money going to get a manicure, you know, and I probably need to like, that's smart financially. But sometimes it's okay to invest in yourself because it is part of that overall mental wellness, physical wellness type thing. And like, you know, I just feel like sometimes, like I said, for me, I just feel like I don't need to spend the money that way. But then I'll spend, you know, $80 at one sticker shop. I mean, the logic just isn't there. All right, let's get to work and learning. So I definitely need to set up my social media goals. So I'm saying social media goals. For those of you watching, that might be other areas of your life. So these are my overall goals, but there might be other areas of your life that you're doing that's hobbies or, you know, even maybe work or something like that, that you might want to set separate goals up for. Just because these are my overall goals, I do like to set up goals. Like I said, I've already done my physical, my exercise and wellness goals. I've already set those up for June. So those are already done. Now I need to do my social media goals. So even though I have a goals planner and I'm setting up monthly goals here, I am going so much more in depth with those types of goals in those particular planners. A lot more like steps involved. So yeah, sometimes it is okay to have more goals than your overall goals. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but hopefully y'all do. And then work and learning, I need to set up I'm going to say in office, even though a lot of the month of June, it's not in office stuff. It's just out of the homework. Like there's a lot of meetings that are on site. I have to travel for like a day-long conference, you know, stuff like that. So I need to set up a in-office routine. And then that means before work, after work is what that means. So it's not necessarily what I need to do in the office because I can't set that up. What I really meant is I need to do a before work and after work routine. All right, guys. So there we go. Now, when I do my weekly action steps for when I'll do like a mid-month check-in, or at least that's my plan. Let's hope I can stay on schedule with that. What I'll do is I'll do a mid-month check-in. We'll set up some more of the daily action step, the weekly action steps for that week that follows that. And then I will get back into my catch-all planner just so I can set up a daily for that particular week. So that way you can get back into that, because that's kind of my plan. I'll do like monthly goals with 1 week of action steps at the beginning of the month, and then we'll do the action steps followed by a daily plan with me at the middle of the month. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as far as my goal planning type schedule. Nothing is going to be changing for the second half of the year. This is working well. I do like the inserts. I have not been using my hourly like I need to use it. I really need to get on that. But I'm just not using it because I'm not using it. It has nothing to do with the actual planner. I'm not bored with it or anything like that. I just haven't been prioritizing it. So I do plan on hopefully prioritizing that more and maybe getting back into that groove. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That is my June goals and my week 1 action steps. I do hope that you guys find this stuff helpful. I'm sure a lot of these may not be applicable to you, but my whole point of doing this is, yes, it helps me hold myself accountable, but maybe it gives you guys some ideas for setting your own goals that might be completely different. But sometimes just hearing something from someone else, you're like, oh, you know what? I can do it this way. And that sounds like a great goal for the month or for the week. So that's kind of why I like doing these. And I hope you do enjoy watching them. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel, as I love to have you. All right, guys. So that's all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening or night. Until next time, bye.